And I'm just putting the announcement up, and we'll be good to go. Let's see. Welcome anyone who's here to the stream. Hello, Aster Piano. How's it going? And I see Larshana. How are you doing? Hello, Lightning JC. How are the volumes? Can you all hear me okay? I hope so. Kinda quiet. Well, I will try to talk my loudest. I've been having trouble with mic gain. Hello, Asian Power. How's it going? We'll be starting in just a few minutes. And I promise this time, I promise that I'll try to turn the overlay off without you having to remind me. Although we'll see. Hey, Grievous. Let's see, is there a new Twitch? Yeah, I noticed some differences. Well, I don't mind the new UI too much. It's okay. A little cramped, but you know, that's fine. Okay, it is 2 o'clock my time. I said I'd get started, so I will. Welcome one, welcome all to the 7th Fleet Building Tournament Finals. This is a tournament where players have submitted their best fleets they can within the rules, and then the AI dukes it out in a mission. This has been set up and managed by Astralter this time around, and he's done a great job. Mission coding is by Tartiflet, based on Dark Revenant's work, and this is the last stream of this tournament. There may be a new one starting pretty soon, so keep an eye on the forums, keep an eye on the Discord if you want to participate in the next tournament. I don't know if I'll be streaming it or not, no idea. But I'm sure this will not be the last. Alright, let us get straight into it. Today we have the final best of 3 match between Kissa Mies and Vayra. And we have a whole bunch of exhibition matches. So I am going to start not with the final of Vayra versus Kissa Mies, because that would be so anticlimactic. Instead, I'll start with another one. And damn it, I missed the overlay even though I promised I'd get it. There we go. Overlay's off. So we are going to start with some absolute silliness. So this is Aster versus Aster. They submitted exhibition fleets to fight against each other. Or to fight against themselves, I should say. So let's take a look at shipment of 9,000 AI cores circa 400 colorized versus Hammer Time. This is completely silly. This will be a good warm-up match for us to take a look at. So we have a Prometheus-class tanker with some light assault guns, an assault chain gun, and a shield bypass and militarized subsystems. Oh, this is going to be completely ridiculous, isn't it? This is a ridiculous exhibition fleet, and I'm looking forward to watching it go. So we have one of these Prometheuses. Promethei? And then a whole bunch of Atlases. This is an unarmed Atlas with shield bypass, because what could be better for winning a fight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Ooh, one of them has Vulcans. Crazy. And finally, the last boss. Paragon battleship. What the hell? This is ridiculous. Look at this. We have shield bypass on a Paragon. Expanded missile racks for... Oh, no, there's some Typhoons. So there's a whole bunch of Reapers. Automated repair units. Armored weapon mount. Unstable injector. ECCM. Advanced turret gyro. And reinforced bulkheads. With a couple capacitors, even though it has shield bypass. Oh, geez, this is ridiculous. By the way, for those of you who just logged on, since usually most people don't watch the first match, I'm going to do the actual final match after this one warm-up exhibition. So let's take a look at the weapon groups on this monstrosity, which Aster has submitted against themselves. So it has heavy ion blasters and antimatter blasters, linked, and then Reaper torpedoes. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. And against them is Hammer Time. Oh my god. It's a Striker Destroyer, which is ship and weapon pack, and for those who don't know, it has a very fast-moving little burst jet system. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bomb bays. That's fun. Expanded magazines, shield bypass, unstable injector, extreme modifications, nav relay, ECM package on auxiliary thrusters. So, this is just silly. This ship has no shields and no guns. It's just going to launch its bombs at the enemy, and it only has 15 of them. Even with the expanded magazines, only 15 per bomb wave. This is ridiculous. And there are like 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, this is a ridiculous exhibition match, and I'm very thankful for Aster for submitting it versus themselves. Let's take a look at our warm-up match. Shipment over 9,000 AI cores, circa 400 colorized, versus Hammerheads. Hammer Time, not Hammerheads. Here they come. The completely helpless fleet of all shield bypass, freighters, and one Paragon versus this nonsense. They're already flamed out. Just look, they're already like flamed out and slamming into each other. What the hell, Aster? Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, but here are the bombs. We can see that they are successfully launching bombs, and okay, that was silly. That was linked antimatter blasters and ion blasters and heavy ion cannons, and these bombs are slowly. Oh, there they go. Now that was silly. It has the front hardpoints linked to everything else, so when it fires its turrets at the strikers, it also fires its hardpoints. Oh, and goes the Atlas, and its death explosion did some pretty decent damage. Oh, all four of the Reapers missed. You know, these strikers are doing a pretty decent job. And when this dies, it's going to explode. Yep, there it goes. It did a lot of damage with its death explosion. This is the silliest thing. Shield bypass Paragon, no point defense. These linked AM blasters. I mean, it has a bit of firepower. Wait, how did that striker die over there? None of these have guns. Are the strikers are dying to their death explosions, and they're also dying to the bombs that the other strikers launch. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm really glad this was submitted. What was that? What was that, Paragon? This is what happens when you link burst fire strike guns in a forward-facing group with the turreted groups. It just doesn't work out. On the other hand, this is honestly the first time I can say I've seen, Oh, there's the bomb strike! Nope, didn't hit its own side. This is the first time I've seen Reapers used as point defense. Astro Piano, this is great fun. Thank you for submitting. I don't care who wins. This is ridiculous. Oh, there it is. It's taking damage from the death explosion. That's a lot of AM blasters. Actually did pretty well. I'll cut you down. Are they out of bombs? It has almost no hit points. Oh, look at that. Just a straight up miss. I think it's going to die to a death explosion. Because it's just docking. It's out of hull. If it bonks, it'll get the kill. Because it'll explode when it hits. This is the silliest thing. Are you gonna bonk in like the ram ship that you are? Nope, there it goes, there it goes! Boom! There it goes, one last bomb. Okay. That was the most ridiculous. The most ridiculous. And in a stunning turn of events, Aster has beaten Aster. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was a really nice warm-up, and I see we now have a decent crowd. It looks people have seen. So now that a decent crowd is here, let's do the actual finals, and then we'll do the rest of the exhibitions. We have, I think, 4 more exhibitions. So, welcome everyone. People have trickled in. We have like 115 people, which is actually really good for the finals of one of these tournaments. A lot of times the crowd really dies down. Oh, that was just hilarious. That was just hilarious. So, we have Vayra, who has been stomping the tournament, versus Kissa Mies. Yes. So just to give a quick rundown of what's going to be happening, we have the actual finals right here, best 2 out of 3, and so this will be best of 3, and then we have Vayra and Kissa both submitted like alternate fleets. So Vayra's fleet is what they would have done without if they hadn't discovered the Falcon P. And then after that we have a couple other. We had one fleet that was submitted specifically to stomp on Kissa Mies, and one fleet that was submitted specifically to stomp on Vayra. So we have a couple of exhibitions coming up after this final match. Now for the finals, let's look over the fleets. Now Vayra has she has submitted a fleet change, which is crazy, because they've been stomping over everything. And here's a change. Let's look over Vayra's new fleet. We have this Falcon P that has become the new meme meta for the tournament, with everyone copying them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them without wasps, but with the Sabo Salamander Harpoon combo that we've all grown to know and love. And just to take a look at the weapon groups, they are linked in each set. So it'll be 4 harpoons at a time, 8 harpoons at a time, and a super wide double Reaper salvo with ECCM package, expanded missile racks, hardened shields, and 20 caps. And let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then the Wasp Falcon. So the Wasp Falcons are weaker because they don't have hardened shields, but they do have the Wasp from Converted Hangar. And same weapons. 1, 2, 3 of those. And let's see, then we have the new addition to the fleet, some Falx Drovers. So these each have 2 Falx Super Interceptors, which are going to be boosted by the reserve deployment because they are fighters, not bottomers. ECCM package expanded missile racks on top of 4 harpoons means that each of these drovers is going to have 24 harpoons to support the Falcons. Extreme modifications to make things fit, and automated repair unit. That's probably, I'm guessing, for Omens and the Sabo Barrage. That's an interesting choice. So 2 of those, and then a whole bunch of these Strike Omens. So these Strike Omens have the AM Blaster Reaper Torpedo combo, Hardened Subsystems, Unstable Injector, Resistant Flux Conduit, and then the Hardened Shields plus 10 capacitors that give the ship 10,000 effective shield hit points. Just ridiculous for, absolutely ridiculous for a frigate. I love these things. I love these these Omens. Oh, and Vayra just put in the chat something I missed. The automated repair unit is to cancel out the extreme modification. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because extreme modification causes both engine and weapon problems, and the ARU is gonna get it back up. Yeah, it's a good combo. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Falcon Ps, 3 of which have Wasps, 2 Falx Drovers, and 1, 2, 3, 4 Strike Omens. And let me do a reset since I did look at weapon groups. Up against them is Kissa & Co. Space Repo. So Kissa has modified the Falcon P. So they've taken the Vayra design. You wouldn't download a Falcon. Yes, this is stolen, but it's been stolen and modified. It has some mini blasters instead of the lasers, the Sable harpoons, and Kissa Mies is counting on ion torpedoes instead of Reapers, and they've dropped the ECCM entirely. Instead, they're putting on both Converted Hangar and Hardened Shields. And 10 capacitors for 9,000 flux. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just enough to fill out the fighter wings, of these Falcons. Let's look at the support fleet. There are some border wall albatrosses, and these are safety overrides, reinforced bulkheads. They have a built-in flak drone, and they have a damper field. So these are built to both do damage. I mean, they got an ion pulsar and a plasma flamer. That's a decent amount of firepower. But this is designed to hold up Falcons and Omens, distract them, and get some gun kills afterwards. So these are tough and, with safety overrides, relatively speedy destroyers. 2 of these. There is a Napalm Brawler with 1 plasma flamer, 1 assault chain gun, 2 light dual machine guns, safety overrides, and reinforced bulkheads. Again, with the addition of safety overrides, Brawlers are pretty quick. I mean, it's going to be 150 plus 50 for the no flux bonus, which is always on. A lot of kinetic, a lot of HE, a lot of energy, just a lot of firepower. And again, damper field for that survivability. Let's see, are there any others of those? Nope. So 2 Albatrosses, 1 Brawler, and a bunch of Smite Omens. Now, you're only allowed 1 refit variant, 1 new variant in the whole tourney. So these have been with Kissa from the beginning. And they have 1 IR Pulse, 1 Burst PD, Hammer, Hardened Subsystems, and Expanded Missile Racks for 4 total hammers. 10 caps, but no hardened shields, so a little less effective hit points than the other Omen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So to sum up, 7 Falcons, 2 Albatrosses, 1 Brawler, and 5 Omens to bring it to 15. Those are the fleets. This will be best of 3. First match, Vayra with Vayra's Victors versus Kissa Mies, Kissa & Co. Space Repo, round 1 fight. Coming from the south on green team is Vayra. Falcons taking the lead, Omens on the flanks, and Drovers falling back with those Falc's super interceptors. On the north side, red team, a lot of wasps. A lot of wasps in those Billiken flak drones. More Omens. We'll see how these ion torpedoes and how these Falcons do. Oh, so one Falcon is charging ahead a little bit. It's a actually pretty even deployment. We have battle lines set up on both sides. Sabos have launched. There's the initial Sabo barrage. No overloads yet. Yeah, no overloads yet. Reaper comes in. No, this is actually very, very slow. This is a very slow match for Reaper, for Falcon on Falcon. One Reaper did hit over here. We have 2 overloads on Kissa Mies' side. And one Reaper hit up here. One Omen is down for Vayra. One Falcon is down for Kissa Mies. Oh, that's going to be another Falcon down for Vayra. Oh, is this going to be another? Yes, that's another Falcon down for Vayra. Oh, this is not going very well. I mean, these are all extremely high variance mirror matches. I just gotta say, we all know this is a missile ridiculous coin flip. Okay, there goes one missile. Oh, another Vayra Omen down. Ah, these Omens are doing really well. There goes a Kissa Mies Falcon over here. Kissa Mies on Vayra. Oh, look, the ion torpedo got the overload. This Falcon is almost dead. Oh, that's gonna be a dead. This can be a dead Vayra. Oh, maybe? Yeah, shields are back up. Shields are back up. Are the Falcons gonna be? The Falcons saved it. This Falcon has no hit points, but so much of this match is just overloads and bursts. That Falcon is gonna live to fight another day. That is very, very lucky. Let's see. Both of these Falcons are very high on flux. They need to vent. If they can vent and get their flux down, Vayra might have this. Oh, this is going. Another Falcon is coming up to help. It's the Falcon who lived, yes. It launched its first strike. That was actually good for it to eat that instead of eating an overload. This Falcon is going to get flanked and killed by the Omens, though. Kissa Mies Omen down. Drover down. This is incredibly close. Kissa Mies Omen down. Oh, that overload's not going to end well, though. That's a pair of overloads. Both of these Falcons are dead. That might be it. Let's take stock. 1, 2, 3. 3 on 2. There are a lot more Kissa Mies Omens left. I think that's going to make a difference. You know, I haven't seen the Falcons really doing anything so far. I hate to say it, since that was Vayra's change, but I haven't seen those Falcons do much of anything. I think the Falcons were a mistake. Well, we'll see. We'll see on the next match. Yeah, this is too much. Too much. This is going to be a Kissa Mies win. It's going to take a while, though. Because, as always, this ship is kind of trying to retreat, and the AI is stopping it. And for some reason, once the end of the match appears, Falcon P's become really timid. I think they're like trying to recover missile ammo or something. Okay, I'm actually going to speed this up because we have an AI problem. These Falcons are all running away. So we have an AI glitch. I'm just gonna speed this up. And okay, slowing down since they're in contact again. And there are the Sabos. Ah, it did kill an Omen. It got a kill. But it's not gonna survive that kind of burst. Okay, and all we have left is one Strike Omen that's trying its hardest. We're gonna speed up. We got a lot. We got another match to go through, and I don't think one Omen can win against 3 Falcons. Well, we'll see what the next match does. I mean, all of this incredibly high variance missile spam is just crazy. But I think these Falxes are a mistake. I didn't see them do anything. That could be another 3 or 4 Omens right there. But we'll see. It's incredibly swingy. We will see what happens. So I've changed the sides just in case there's some sort of bias. I have done a mission reset. Let us go to Kissa Co. Space Repo versus Vayra's Victors. I did do the change, right? Yes, there's a change. Round 2, fight. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If Vayra loses this, isn't that only their first loss in double elimination? Don't we need another match after this? Astralter, if you're watching. Yes, Vayra gets another shot if they lose. Are we going to have the finals? If Vayra loses, which is not 100% certain, we're going to need another stream because it's a double elimination tournament and Vayra is undefeated. Okay, we have the Falxes. The Falxes are fighting the Wasps. It looks like the Falxes were... No, I still see a couple of them around. Now, this is more like it. This is the exchange I expected. Last one was kind of slow. That is 1 Falcon down for each of them immediately. So on this side... Oh, we have the overload. Vayra gets an overload. And that is a dead Falcon for Kissa Mies. So far, it is 2-1 Vayra beating Kissa Mies. Oh, but there is a Vayra overload. Now, there are a couple Omens in the way. Let's see if they do a good job and protect from all the harpoons. So far, yes! So far, the Omens managed to protect Vayra's Falcon, and Vayra is winning this match so far. We've had two Vayra overloads that have not resulted in dead ships. And in this Falcon versus Falcon match, you are just kind of counting the overloads. Oh, this is going really different. This is going really different. Okay, but the fight's not over yet. This is going to be a dead... Yep, that's a dead Vayra Falcon. And on this side, there's a lot more... Oh, this is a ton of frigates all focusing all at once. Oh, but there... So this is the overload, but no harpoons managed to get down because of the sheer number of Omens in the way. Alright, so this Falcon has been ion torpedoed a bit. It's overloaded. There go the harpoons, but no kill. Oh, there's the second wave of harpoons. There's a Falcon down. This is suddenly much more even. It is 1, 2, 3. 3 on 3 Falcons. We are tied again. 1 drover is down. Now this is a very high flux Falcon. Oh, it does not overload from those... Does not overload from those sabos. Kissa Mies Omen down. This Falcon is about to be 2v1'd. But a Vayra Falcon did die over there. And there's the overload. But the body block from this shield did its job. Is this Falcon out of sabos? Do you have no more sabos? Is that why you have no flux? No, they're the sabos. But it's not enough. Here's some Falxes. Falxes coming in. They are going to distract a bit. But they don't really do hard flux damage. There's the overload. Harpoons inbound. No Wasps in the way. That's... Is that... Yep, that Reaper's going to hit. That's a kill. Hammer does sneak in. Oh, this Vayra Falcon is almost dead. But it avoids the overload from the sabos. It kept its shields down. These are 2 Falcons versus 1 Falcon. The the drover is still alive. We have 2 Omens versus 1 Omen. Did that get the engines out? No, there were some EMP strikes, but they didn't get the engines out. The Falxes are firing at the engines. That is panic missile fire. Oh, 1 harpoon sneaked in. No hit points left on that Falcon. But it fires its sabos and it gets a fast shotgun kill. That is crazy luck. Crazy luck. Oh, this is one of the closest matches we have seen at all. There go the sabos. No overload. The AI is being much smarter about its shields now. Now at the end of the match, many few overloads. I think I see Vayra winning this. Yep, there we go. Oh, a Vayra Omen did explode. What's left? One Kissa Mies Omen left. Yeah. Whew. Look at these. Oh, I can't get a hull overlay because there's no friendly ships in the area. But this is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. This is going to be 1-1. This is going to be 1-1. I got to pull up a online dice roller so that I can do the coin flip for the final match to see which side starts on top. Now, I don't think there's any side bias, and Tartiflet has tested pretty extensively, but just in case. The Falcon ate it. The Falcon ate it. Maybe we should do best of 5. I mean, this is so close, and this is the finals. Maybe we should do best of 5. Astralter is not on stream. Maybe I should call an audible and do best of 5. But I don't want to appear favoriting. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, I think he said he was going to miss it. This Omen is actually doing really well. I don't want to speed up time just to see how I want to see how well it does. But CR is taking down. There are still sabos on that Falcon. If it was more aggressive, if it wasn't the end. Oh, this is crazy. Did it kill another? It killed another ship. Oh, jeez. This is absolutely crazy. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. Cheer messages are being ignored, Nemo. I'm sorry. I just never set that up. So that Omen was a hero, but it is 1-1. Vayra has said... Okay, Vayra has said, let's do 3, but Astralter has said go for it, enjoy all the finals. So we are going to do best of 5. Things are tied up 1-1. I'm going back to the... Let's see. This is the original... Yes, this is the original top-bottom loadout. So far, the fleet on top has lost. Vayra lost the first time, and then Kissa lost the second time. Woo! Okay. Vayra versus Kissa Mies. Round 3. Fight. You know, for Falcon on Falcon, when they're both using almost entirely the same loadout, this is really exciting. I expected it to be kind of like a slog, but these two fleets are so evenly matched that it's awesome. From the south, we have Vayra with the original, not copied, Vayra Falcon P and some Falk Strovers versus Kissa Mies with their enhanced Falcon. So we have a quick overload, but look at all the mines. The mines from the Wasps, are they going to stop enough harpoons They did! The Wasps successfully saved one of Kissa Mies' falcons. Actually, Kissa Mies' falcons took no damage. So that is an early victory for Kissa Mies. And that is another lot of harpoons. That is another dead Vayra falcon. Ooh, this is not going well for Vayra. And another dead Vayra oh no. Oh no. Well, okay, that's... Oh, jeez. This is... Oh, I think this is going to be a stomp. Oh, no. We'll see how the rest of it turns out. There have been some dead Kissa Mies omens and a couple dead Kissa Mies falcons, but... Whew, boy. Oh. So this just goes to show how... Oh, geez, and these drovers have just folded like tissue paper this time. So this just goes to show how much luck there is in an AI tournament. Yes, there is a ton of fleet skill that goes into making these ships, as evidenced by the fact that this Falcon P is so dominating in all of the top fleets. But there's also a ton of luck, especially with this kind of heavy missile ship. Just one ship getting in front of the other and stopping a few missiles can be the difference between one side running away with it and the other side not. Oh, geez. Okay. So what's left? Nothing is left. Oh, whew. Yeah! Well, okay then. Now it is 2-1 in favor of Kissa Mies. Kissa Mies has pulled ahead again. Whew. We're going to round 4 out of 5. Yeah, that was decisive. That was really decisive. We're putting Kissa Mies back on top for round 4. Let's see how it goes. Now, Tower Deflect did do a lot of testing. The AI is identical. The map is symmetric. There shouldn't be a top-down bias. And I haven't really noticed... I've done a lot of testing. I haven't seen a bias. And it's just so high variance. If one ship gets caught out, it's exploded. If one ship overloads but is behind 3 omens, then that's a ton of missiles wasted. Okay, so now we have... Oh, geez. The Falxes are coming in, and you can see that the Falxes are trying to stop the missiles, but honestly, Wasps are better for that purpose. I think we have... Oh, there comes that double Reaper. It is unfortunately a miss, and I don't see the harpoons following it up. There goes Falcon P. There goes a Vayra Falcon P. This one is heavily damaged. This is just a crazy show. Let's see. A Vayra Falcon is overloaded, but the Omens have blocked it, so that Falcon is going to get away with the overload. This Falcon is not. This Falcon is going to get exploded. However, a Kissa Mies Falcon P exploded somewhere else. So we have seen some Vayra Falcon Ps surviving their overload. Down here, a Kissa Falcon P is overloaded. But the hammer from the Omens save it. I don't even know. What the heck's going on? This has been so chaotic. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 3. 5 on 3. It looks like Kissa Mies is winning this with some severely damaged ships. I think they have... Oh, jeez. That is a dead Albatross. That was a big early... The next barrage should get the overload, but... Yep, there it goes. A little bit of an... Both of those Reapers were wasted because the Sabos hit just afterwards. On this side, Vayra's Falcon's being pushed back, hammered, and destroyed. I think this is going to be a Kissa Mies win. But it ain't over till it's over. There's another kill. Brawler down. Oh, this Falcon. These drovers, yeah. I think the drovers were a mistake. I'm not playing, I'm just watching. But I think the drovers, the Falxes were not good point defense. And the omens are actually superior dueling omens a little bit. I've noticed just a tiny bit that these IR pulse omens with their higher DPS are just a little better against other omens than the striker omens. The striker omens are absolutely deadly against larger ships, but in an omen versus omen duel, the strikers are losing out. Okay. So this is going to end the fake finals because it's a double elimination tournament, and this is Vayra's first loss. So Vayra is going to have a chance to retune her fleet. Vayra is going to have a chance to retune her fleet, and Kissa Mies is going to have a chance to do a crazy follow-up. I think it's really... I think it's really kind of hubris, because we kept saying, oh, this is the finals, this is the finals. But this is Vayra's first lost, and it's double elimination. So there is going to be another tourney. Nemo, you're doing it next Monday, right? I mean, that's what we've been doing, Thursday, Monday. So Nemo should chime in. Do you want to do it Monday? We're gonna have we have to have another round. So let me pull up the challenge bracket. It's really dumb that we never considered that Vayra could lose. That's... Oh geez. Okay, let me look. So yeah, Kissa Mies has had one loss. Right? Yeah, Kissa Mies lost to Vayra the first time. Now, Kissa Mies has beaten Vayra. So they're both at 1-1. So we have a final. We're gonna have a final match. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy. This is awesome. So we'll have to... So Nemo, me, and Astralter will have to talk about this. Okay, wait a minute. Am I an idiot? Like, the bracket doesn't have another one. But normally double elimination is both sides need to be defeated. Okay. We're all idiots. So currently, both Vayra and Kissa stand at 1 loss. Huh. You know, I'm looking at the challenge bracket, and this is the final match in the challenge. Huh. Well, huh. So Nemo thinks this is the final, is the true final. Let me ping Astralter again. Is there another round for a double elimination, or was this it? Thago, check pings. Vayra said, rather than drag this out, how we just make the exhibition fleet, we submitted the real finals. You know what? I think we've seen enough Falcon P madness. I'm just gonna call this... You know what? Until Astralter chimes in, we're just gonna say that was the real finals. Oh, Kissa said yep. Okay, so that is the end of the official bracketed tournament. And Kissa has improved on the Falcon a little bit, and Vayra's drovers may have been a slight mistake, but that is it. Kissa has drawn out ahead, although it's a bit confusion because they went 1-1, but fine. Kissa has drawn out ahead and has won the tournament. Vayra has been the meta setter, and we're going to move on to some exhibition matches. So yes, Nemo has spoken. Astralter is typing. Let's move on. For now, let's move on. I don't know. Did Kissa win? Did Vayra win? Kissa copied Vayran. We should have thought of this circumstance before. We really should have. Okay. Let us... Yes, Falcons won. The Falcons won the match. Well, sorry for derailing things. Let's get on with it. So, Kissa Mies versus Vayra. Kissa Mies versus Vayra exhibition match. Crack shipping one in our hearts. We have Kissa Mies with crack shipping Revengeance. Revengeance versus Vayra with Just for Fun. I don't even know how we're going to score this one. Okay, so we have Kissa Mies. Onslaughts are expensive. Modified tanker. And this is a Prometheus Mark II with 2 Wasp's wings, some heavy maulers, an Aegis flak cannon, a Mark IX, some Reliance, some railguns, some contenders, just a whole hodgepodge of weapons. Oh, and a Locust with ITU and hardened shields. Cool. Okay. All right, pretty standard weapon groups. And we have some Falcon Mark II cruisers. So, Falcon Mark II Ventures with burst PD lasers, 2 HVDs, expanded missile racks, hardened shields, with sabos, harpoons. Great. Just great. And some capacitors and hardened shields to give it some toughness. And of course, the built-in mining pods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these Falcon Mark II Ventures. Then we have a Smuggler P-Class Mule with some Annihilator rockets, Heavy Blaster, Light Dual Machine Guns, Reliant, Safety Overrides. Flying and blow stuff up. I like it. And some Kamikaze Hecate Corvettes with Ion Cannon, Antimatter Blaster, and a bunch of hammers with hardened shields and max caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these Kamikaze Corvettes. So, 1 Prometheus, 6 Venture Falcon Mark IIs, Smuggler, and a whole bunch of Hecates. And I looked at weapon groups, didn't I? Up against them is the Just for Fun fleet from Vayra. I think Vayra said that this is the fleet that they were originally going to submit, and then they tried it against Falcon P's, lost, and was just like, well, I guess I got to do Falcon P's now. So let's take a look at Vayra's fleet. We have WWW Onward Me China. What? How is that the randomly generated name? Did you submit? Did you actually submit names for your ships? Ah. Anyway, so the WWW Onward Me China Time Fucker Kronos. This is ridiculous. Has ITU, max caps, decent amount of vents, plasma cannons, 3 Sable pods, one of which is rear mounted, 2 heavy blasters, and an ion beam for the long-range pressure. I am going to look at the weapon groups on this. I want to see what they did with the sabos. Okay, the sabos are on alternating. Okay, so this is pretty standard weapon grouping. Alternating sabos, plasma cannon, heavy blasters, ion. Okay, cool. Pretty standard, pretty standard. This is a spicy Kronos. And Vayra says that they did submit the variant name. Good. So we have these Falx Drovers are back. I think, yeah, this is the same Falx Drover. I'm not going to go over it. There are 3 of those. We have some fast attack hammerheads with Vulcans in the back, some LMGs for kinetic, heavy machine gun for kinetic, assault chain gun for overpowered HE, and Reapers. I just love looking at the weapon groups. Yes, they're the linked Reapers. I love linked Reapers on a hammerhead. With 17 vents to keep up and no caps. Interesting. I would say this is overvented. I think this is a bit overvented. I think you should cut this down and give capacity. But what do I know? 1, 2, 3 of those. With the Katesh, Rudianos, and Newer. Are these a reference? Am I missing a reference here? Ogmios, Hypnos, and Freya. Are these all gods? Next, we have an Agile Tempest, the Kamui, with an ion beam and a heavy blaster, hardened subsystems, and Sabo. Cool. So, nice standard Tempest, built for both range and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, just 3 of those. And the Striker Omen that we all know and love. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So, 4 Omens, 3 Tempests, 3 Hammerheads, 3 Drovers, and 1 Onward Me China. Battlecruiser. Oh, you didn't do the ship names. Okay, well, what the heck is up with these ship names? This is so weird. So, let us do Kissa Mies versus Vayra exhibition match. Fight. So, on green side, we have Kissa Mies with the Prometheus Mark II, the Falcon Mark II, and some Hecates, and that's SO Mule. From the north, coming down are those fast frigates, followed by the SO Hammerheads, the Time Fucker Kronos. I really should cut the swearing down. Kids could be watching. And Falx Drovers. It's a very different crack shipping. I am a little disappointed that we didn't get more ridiculous pairing names. I thought the pairing names were awesome. Okay, we have 1 Omen is kiting a little bit. The Falx have launched their mines. Oh! That was a freaking Reaper to kill a Hecate. Woo! Spicy. In comes the Kronos. Ion Beam is firing. Sabos are launched. Time system to get it in. Heavy Blaster is firing. It's not firing, what's its plasma cannon doing? It was kind of like looking around there with the plasma cannon. It's more efficient than the Heavy Blasters. It really should be firing its... Oh, this is really weird. Whoa, we have the Kronos. The Kronos has overloaded. There are a lot of harpoons in Kissa Mies' fleet. Is this going to be a dead capital? I think the Falx is actually protecting it. Yeah, the Falx is doing a good job this time. They didn't do a good job last time. The Prometheus has died. And the Kronos has survived its overload. Is it going to fire its plasma cannon? This is really strange. But it looks like the fast ships, the Omens and the Hammerheads, are just too much. I think they're overwhelming the Falcon 2s. Yes, there's been a lot of very strange stuff going on. They didn't launch the harpoons at the Kronos, or one of them did, and the Kronos isn't using its plasma cannon. Oh no, there it goes. There's the plasma cannon. I was wondering what the heck was going on with that. I think this is going to be I think this is actually going to be a pretty Pretty big stomp, unfortunately. Oh, Hammerhead down. Hammerhead gets omened. Gets omened. What am I? I'm drunk. Hammerhead gets harpooned. The mule, however, was disabled. Ramming speed! Launch the corpse of one into your enemy. Which is to say that the Kronos is approaching undercover. There's that plasma cannon. Maybe it was hidden under the ion beam. Well, this was unfortunately a bit one-sided. Is there anything left? Yes, there's some Hecates left. So our exhibition match of Kissa Mies. Kissa Mies versus Vayra seems to be ending with a Vayra victory. Crack shipping has unfortunately gone down again. You know this is because you didn't give it proper crack names. I mean, that's what happened. It's definitely what happened. Just bad luck. And that's it. Oh boy. Whew! I thought the Kronos might have been in trouble for it, but yep. That's it. You know what? I'm going to leave who actually won the tournament up to Astralter, and I'm not going to weigh in on it. I am just going to keep streaming the fights. So, the Kissa Mies versus Vayra exhibition match has ended. Now, there have been a couple submissions about this whole Falcon P meta. The people on the forums and on the Discord have been thinking about it, and they have submitted, Ruben, or Rusty Cabbage, has submitted a fleet to take out Vayra, and Johan, oh no, this is just a standard exhibition fleet, and Franco de Gola has submitted a fleet to take out Kissa Mies, and so we'll see whether the Falcon Ps can actually survive fleets that are dedicated to fighting them instead of just ships that are dedicated to fighting them. So here we have Ruben, i.e. Rusty Cabbage, with their Paragon Pals probably prevail. I like that. Paragon Pals probably prevail. Fleet up against Vayra's Victors. So this is Vayra's original fleet. I forgot your tryhard show match fleet. Oh no! Oh no! This is what was given to me. I don't have another Kissa Mies versus Vayra. Okay. Kissa Mies, Discord me your tryhard fleet, and I'm gonna sub it in. And we'll do that afterwards. Okay, but first... Great. Do people want to... Yeah, let's do that one first. Did you PM me today? Oh no. Oh no. Well, let me do the rest of the exhibition matches, and then we will go back to Kissa Mies with Kissa Mies' tryhard fleet versus Vayra's just for fun fleet. So we have one more Kissa Mies versus Vayra match later, because I gotta do some file digging to do it, and it might break stuff. So first we're going to do the Paragon Pals Probably Prevail by Rusty Cabbage versus Vayra. Let's look at the variants. So here we have an Abomination. This is a shield bypass Paragon, and not an ironic shield bypass Paragon. A shield bypass Paragon specifically submitted to actually win a fight. So, this Paragon has shield bypass, armored weapon mounts, automated repair unit, resistant flux conduit, heavy armor, expanded magazines, reinforced bulkheads, integrated point defense AI, Extreme modifications because we weren't memey enough. Solar shielding. Solar shielding? Why is there solar shielding? Doesn't solar shielding only reduce the... Doesn't it only reduce the shield damage taken? Or am I wrong? I thought solar shielding only reduced the shield damage taken. Anyway, and advanced turret gyros. The weapons are burst PD lasers all around. A single graviton, because why not? We're doing single gravitons. Ah, it's all energy. Okay, well, I guess if it's all energy, that'll help against Falcon Peas? Okay, well, whatever. We have a ring of burst PD lasers with one graviton on for range finding, I guess. 2 autopulse lasers with expanded magazines help both the burst PD lasers and them. The obligatory heavy needlers on a Paragon to deal with shields. And some Tachyon lances and Annihilator rockets, because why not? Who doesn't love Annihilators? With no caps and 12 vents. Whole lot of armor and hull. Then we have some kill carriers. Let's see, that is the Crush battleship. We have kill carriers with wasps and harpoons. This is actually a very similar variant. Yeah. Decent shield hit points, whole lot of harpoons, expanded deck crew for the wasps. Nice. I like it. 3 of those. Destroy afflictors with contender, ion cannon, light dual autocannon, and antimatter blaster, resistant flux conduit, hardened subsystem, and gunnery control AI. I guess this is for target leading, because sometimes an afflictor will miss its shots because it's strafing too much. Huh. We'll see how it works. With 10 caps, 7 vents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those, and 1 swag gremlin, because who doesn't like dabbing with a gremlin? With Reaper torpedoes and expanded missile racks, it does have a lot of Reapers. 2 light mortars and resistant flux conduit and hardened subsystems. And all of this horrible nonsense is versus Vayra's original fleet. Let's see how this goes. Let us see how this goes. This fleet is supposed to be specifically designed both for it to be fun for us to watch and also to beat these Falcon Peas. So as a reminder, in the real tournament, players were only allowed to submit 1 new variant. And honestly, there were several different players who used Falcon Peas, but no one had this deadly of a variant to start with. And as such, no one had the counters for it. But let's see if the shield bypass Paragon can actually do it. Presumably, because Ruben submitted this... because Ruben submitted this, I'm guessing it has a pretty high win rate. Because they did have the luxury of testing it. But let's see how this does. Now, it is a ton of point defense. These burst PD lasers, backed up by by the built-in range extender and expanded magazines, might be, quote-unquote, sufficient AI. And it doesn't seem to care about being EMP'd by omens, which is kind of crazy. Oh, no, there's some weapons down. Let's see, it did eat an AM blaster shot, but there's 1 Falcon down. Yeah, between that burst PD net with all the boosting mods and the wasps, this Paragon is legit just beating back these Falcons. Oh, there's the EMP. EMP from the Sabos is very, very quickly healed. The burst PD net just makes absolute short work of the harpoons, and the wasps are laying down a constant minefield. It's actually these omens with their AM blaster seems to be the most threatening thing so far to this, frankly, ridiculous Paragon. 4 Reapers from both sides. None of them lasted more than a second. Harpoon barrages shot down completely. Sabos can't hit. This Paragon, I think this Paragon is completely immune to missiles. Unless it gets completely EMP'd, I just don't see it getting hit. I mean, this is specifically built to counter Vayra's fleet. And it seems to be doing a really good job. Now, the EMP has knocked out a bunch of weapons. Ooh, and there's that AM blaster again. But it hasn't broken through the armor yet. This does have 2,000 armor. So even AM blasters don't have that great armor penetration against 2,000 armor. I mean, they're really good. But they're not like... They can't actually break the armor. From extreme point-blank range, the harpoons just didn't do it. But meanwhile, the harpoons from the drover get the follow-up kill. One drover down from harpoons. The falcons are closing in. If they're really close, maybe a torpedo launch will get through. Oh, yes! Yes, two torpedo hits or one torpedo hit. I think just one torpedo hit, but that is a big hit. All the weapons on the front of that Paragon are out. But now they're coming back online. That automated repair unit proving its worth. Burst PD on the side completely eliminates the harpoon barrage. This Omen is doing a good job locking down this one side, but it's forced to retreat. It has heavy damage. Yes, this Paragon can't overload because it has no shields. Oh, there's a Flicker. Flicker died somewhere else. I am kind of focusing on this Paragon. It's the star of the show. Let's see. Let me go off to the side a little bit. Let's see how things are going over here. Yep, it looks like an Afflictor and a Gremlin are just kiting this Falcon. Oh, they've done a lot of damage, actually. A lot of damage. It's all in the engine area, too. These ships do have, they do have AM blasters, so I'm guessing this has just been going around the back, shooting the engines out, one shot at a time. The Gremlin killed a Falcon! Oh, the Gremlin got a kill with its Reapers! Oh, that's wonderful. I love... this is crazy. Oh, and the Afflictor finally dephased in front because it was out of flux and is instantly deleted. Absolutely instantly deleted. Paragon with expanded magazines on those expanded magazines gets the kill. Did the Gremlin just get another kill when I wasn't watching? It might have been the Gremlin. It might have been the Falcon, the swarm of Wasps. I mean, the Gremlin only has light Reapers now. It's out of missiles. The Wasps did it. Okay. Now, Tachyon Lances are kind of Omen killers because Omens are made of such paper that the arcs that are... You just Reapered the corpse of your friend. Bad Omen. The arcs from the Tachyons can actually pierce the shield and do enough damage to get a kill because the Omens are made of such paper. It's also a frickin' Paragon, so it can just burst down an Omen. So, we have an absolute monstrosity of a shield bypassed extreme modifications Paragon that really... I mean, it did it. It took a couple torpedoes. It took more than a couple AM blaster shots, but the armor shrugged it off. The Wasps held the line versus the missiles. The phase ships actually did pretty well. They killed at least 2 Falcon Ps. At least 2 Falcon Ps were killed by the phase ships. Maybe 3. The Gremlin's at 0% CR. I want it to survive. I want that. Yes! Gremlin survived. I like the Drover Wasps a lot. Yeah, so Ruben was the first one that I was aware of to submit a fleet that could consistently beat Vayra. It was a shield bypass onslaught, but this is more fun. Thank you very much, Ruben, for the submitted fleet. We're now going to go on to a pair exhibition match. Both Johan and Is Your Mojo Fly submitted fleets for us to watch them fight. So it looks like Johan is doing their original intended tourney fleet, and Is Your Mojo Fly is doing the Furious 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So this actually is 12 ships. Thank you, Is Your Mojo Fly. If there were 11 ships here, I would have blown a gasket. Let's take a look at Johan's ships. So here we have a My Dear Odyssey, very respectful, very polite, My Dear Odyssey, with longbows, tack lance, high intensity laser, squall, 2 sabots, a harpoon, so a ring of LRPD and a little bit of burst PD, 40 vents, so not quite maxed, but enough for its weapons for sure, 17 caps, ITU, and expanded missile racks. I'm gonna take a look at the weapon groups real fast. The sabots are not linked; they're on alternating. But the tack lance and the high intensity laser are linked. Okay, let me do a reset. Okay, so this is a My Dear Odyssey battlecruiser. We have Omen Ion Pulse Omen. I think we've seen this before. With IR Pulse, Ion Cannon, Ion Torpedo Rack. So when the EMP emitter isn't firing, this has a lot of ion damage on top. Stabilized shields, hardened shields. So 10,000 effective hit points. No hardened subsystems. So going for a punch over longevity. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We have the Apogee Plasma with 1 plasma cannon, 1 squall, some heavy burst lasers, ITU, stabilized shields. And max vents gives it almost enough firepower to fire its weapons continuously, which with the plasma cannon is actually pretty good. They have good efficiency. And 14 caps on top of its 0.7 shield means that this is very tanky. Slow, though. 2 of these Apogees. Another the Ion Pulse Omen. Vortexes. 2 longbow vortexes. A ship and weapon pack carrier with a time acceleration field that affects both the carrier and its fighters. So these longbows can zip right over to the enemy, fire their missiles, and get back. 2 of those with expanded deck crew and an ion beam for support, and then even more of these ion omens. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 omens, 2 apogees, 2 vortexes, and 1 Odyssey versus the Furious 12 of Is Your Mojo Fly with, let's see, Toretto, Fast Cruiser. I think we've seen these before. Let's go over them again. 2 assault chain guns and 1 heavy blaster for extreme DPS. Safety overrides plus 19 vents to get a good amount of dissipation. Not quite enough to keep them firing for the whole time, but still a good amount. 2 linked. Yep, they're linked. Linked sabots for the kinetic burst and no point defense. 1, 2, 3 of these Toretto Fast SO cruisers that do have built-in point defense drones. And then the Shaw Punisher with its SO Heavy Needler combo that we've seen to actually work quite well because of how much alpha damage it can do. With 2 assault chain guns for raw HE DPS, 1 Heavy Needler for its high burst power, safety overrides for the flux and the speed, heavy armor and armored weapon mounts. 1, 2, 3 of those, and some Thunder Drovers. So these have expanded deck crew, expanded missile racks with harpoons and ion torpedoes, so mixed ordnance there, enough capacitors to live for a little while, and these super fast, super long range, but lightly armed Thunders. 1, 2, 3 of those, and haha! Ride or Die. Ride or Die kites with expanded missile racks, ECCM package to make them fly faster, and Reapers and light machine gun, because why not? We've got a mount. So each of these carries 16,000 kinetic, or HE DPS, in a pretty damn nimble package. Nice. So, we have 3 SO fast cruisers, 3 SO heavy cruisers, 3 support Thunder Drovers, and 3 Ride or Die kites with Reapers versus Odyssey, Omens, Vortexes, and Apogees. Let us do the Johan versus Is Your Mojo Fly exhibition fight. From the south, the high-tech fleet. Looks like the Omens are flying ahead a little bit, some escorts. Carriers falling back, Apogees flanking the cap. From the north, a nice big blob of SO cruisers with their nice flanking, not much gun, but a whole lot of missile frigates. we will see how these front shield only Punishers. Oh no! No, you're flamed out! Come back! You burst jetted into one of your allies. Come back! Oh god. So the squalls. Ooh, there is that high intensity laser, and oh, this is brutal. High intensity laser does not do good thing to exposed hull, but the ship did manage to get away. No, not the ride or die, not the furious final authority. This Punisher is back, and it is threatening the apogee. Oh, it does have a Sable Pod. I missed the Sable Pod earlier. The Squall is forcing it back a little bit. Shields are down. It's forced to turn sideways. Let's see, how are things going over here? Over here, the Thunders it looks like they did. I saw some weapons knocked out there, but this Punisher is overloaded, and it's eating the hill, it's eating the tack. That's going to do it for that Punisher. Drover is overloaded almost instantly by the Sabos. Oh no, the shields on the kite. The shields on the kite were facing the Squalls, and the hill popped it in under a second. This Odyssey is cleaning up against these ships. The Squalls have done a remarkably good job at pushing back and distracting the enemy fleet. The Thunders have... however, the ship is pretty well disabled by the Thunders, but nothing is around really to capitalize on it, because the Apogee was able to cover the flank and push back this Vulture. Let's see. Give a bit of a lull in the action. There's a Punisher attempting to punish an Omen, but I think the Omen it's too fast and it's too tough. I think this is just going to be a stall over here, which does not bode well for the SO ship. This Punisher is successfully driving up the flux. It's winning the flux war, but it has such low hit points. Such low hit points. If anything comes to the rescue, it's going to die, but maybe it can get the kill before anything comes. Is it going to get it? I think it is. Flux is high. There's the Birch. There's the Overload. Yes. So when the Punisher can win the Flux War, it can win against the Apogees one-on-one. Let's see. The Odyssey is over here. It is chasing down the Drover. The Drover's Flux is high. There's a whole lot of Sabos inbound. There's the Overload. But the follow-up wasn't there quite yet. Nope. There's the hill. There's the hill. There's the Tachyon Lance. That's a dead Drover. I think this is going to be a win for Johan. The 12 entry ships have done a pretty good job, but this Odyssey has just been racking up the kills. Despite the fact it has no hard flux guns, between its Squall and its Sabos, it has managed to burst the shields of these ships. I feel like we've seen similar Odyssey builds as this do extremely poorly in the past tournaments, but this one is nailing it. Oh, there's that hill. That hill is unfriendly. Very unfriendly. Harpoons coming in. Tack Lance. And there is the kill. Oh, we do have more fight going on over here, though. That was just half of it. We have 3 Omens holding off 1 Thunder Drover and 1 SO Vulture. It looks to me like this SO Vulture doesn't have the kinetic firepower to deal with these Omens. Omens have strong shields and they swarm, and it just wasn't firing its Sabos, or its Sabos are out of ammo, or they're on cooldown or something, but this is not going to end well. I think both of these ships are going to be stalled until the fleet arrives, and then the Odyssey is just going to clean them up, 1 and then 2. Yep, there comes the Odyssey. It's burning over. Let's speed this up just a little bit. Oops, I'm done. checking out Kissa Mies' fleet on another computer. Don't mind the camera. Omens equal almonds. My god. And there we have it. Not a shame. We had a couple omens and an Apogee get killed, but a solid win for the original intended tournament fleet of Johann. Next up, we have our second to last exhibition because there's another fleet for Kissa Mies that we'll do. But this is Franco de Gola gave us a fleet specifically for beating up on Kissa. They didn't like that Kissa had stolen the Falcon Peas. So this is the copyright enforcement fleet of Franco de Gola. Now, speaking of copyright, have you all been talking? Because this is another frickin' shield bypass Paragon. Shield bypass Paragon! So, this shield bypass Paragon is, however, a very different build. It has auxiliary thrusters, flux distributor, IPDAI, and ARU. So it doesn't have the armor or hull boosters. Instead, it's significantly higher firepower, with plasma cannons on the front instead of the auto pulses. It does, however, have the ring of burst PD lasers, although again, they'll be less effective since there's no expanded magazines. 2 plasma cannons, 2 pulse lasers, the obligatory heavy needlers, 4 sabos, and 2 tac lances. We have the Notice Omen. Wait a minute, if this is an anti-copyright fleet, but it's using a variant of the Striker Omen. Well, whatever. It does have the max caps plus a flux coil adjunct with hardened shield, so it has even more effective hit points. In case the 10,000 wasn't enough, this now has 5100 over 0.45, which is higher, but I'm not going to do the math right now. And the AM Blaster Reaper Torpedo combo. 1, 2 of those. Nope, just one of those. Just one of those? 2 of those. Cool. And some DRM shades with Reapers, AM Blasters, resistant flux conduits, hardened subsystems, and maximum capacitors. Ace Power has set 11,333 effective shield hit points. That is silly. That's just silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DRM shade cruisers. Frigates. And then Takedown. Takedown Afflictors with AM Blasters and Reapers, expanded missile racks, ECCM package, hardened subsystems, 10 caps, and 1 vent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So we have a mixed Omen and Phase and Shield Bypass Paragon versus Kissa Mies. Well, I did comment. I did credit the wrong person. I'm very sorry. Zuthal Sorinez. They were the ones who gave me the hit points. Okay, so let's see how the copyright takedown fleet takes down Kissa Mies' winning fleet. The Afflictor with its damage booster there. It just likes to spam that. It does its thing. It looks like these phase ships are a little afraid of the Omens, and rightfully so. Omens can be very nasty to phase ships. Paragon is lumbering its way up. The Falcons are pretty distracted, to be honest. They're getting kited by the phase ships, and they're spending their sabos on them. Okay, the Paragon has engaged. Let's see how this one does. The Omen's in the way. That's no good. Plus 50% damage. Plus 50% damage is nasty. Oh, the Reaper. Oh, just bounced off. Well, that Paragon certainly has firepower, that's for sure. Again, Afflictor is popping the damage up on the Paragon's target, doing its job as kind of a support phase ship. I mean, Paragon plus Afflictor is crazy. Let's see. It did take some shots there. The PD on this ship is significantly less than the other fleet, and there are no wasps to help it. It needs some omens to get close. That said, it's not overloaded. It hasn't taken extreme damage. And its high firepower means that it gets the kills really quickly. This is a higher risk, higher reward Paragon than the other one. Its point defense is less, and it doesn't have the support, but just look how fast it can chew through these Falcons. Let's see, how's the rest of the fight going? There's some Omen phase duels happening. There's some phase ships that are kiting. Oh, this Falcon's actually taking quite significant damage. Is it all in the engines? Yes, it's been phase engined a bunch. You can see that the phase ship is a little hesitant because of the wasps. It shouldn't be. It should be more aggressive. It can probably get the kill a lot faster if it was a little more aggressive, but you know, the AI is not perfect. Let's get back down to our Paragon. Paragon it's doing its thing. It's kind of just an invulnerable long-range fortress at this point. About 4 Falcons was able to seriously threaten it, but one at a time. I just don't see them doing anything. Yes, there it goes. It has enough point defense to deal with 1 Falcon's missiles at a time. I think this is going to be a pretty solid, victory for this Paragon, I think. It almost faltered in the middle, but its superior firepower pulled it out. And I just don't think the remaining Falcons can kill it, even if all the phase ships CR out. Oh, Afflictor down over here. Looks like it got shotgunned. Interestingly, I think this Paragon might do worse against Vayra's fleet, because it has no real defense against, or it has less defense against AM blasters, because its armor is less. Pretty light show. This is a shield bypass Paragon. This is the 3rd shield bypass Paragon we've seen. Just goes to show that the meta is only the meta until someone counters it. And it did take people a significant amount of time to come up with a counter for these Falcon Ps. And in the rules of the tournament, with only 1 refit, it would be a bold move to use your 1 refit on a shield bypass Paragon. Oh, allies. That was silly. Now, the phase ships have run out of CR. So they're all gonna die in short order, and we'll finally see if this Paragon can survive with all the remaining ships attacking it. My money's on yes, but I mean, who knows? The Omen might disable enough of its weapons, so that Omen really should be a priority target. Oh, that's 1 Omen down, just popped by Attack Lance. Oh, it is fully disabled. It has automated repair unit. Oh, no. Automated repair unit isn't keeping up. Is it? But it is getting kills on the Omens. Oh, this Omen just, like 2 more Needler hits would have done it. So that's an Omen down. Is the automated repair unit going to be enough? Oh, it's certainly taking heavy damage. The flux on these Omens is getting high. The pulse laser. I think it's gonna pull it out. Oh, if that happened at the same time as a missile barrage, this Paragon would have been completely dead. Completely dead. But it didn't. The phase ships held off the enemy for long enough, and then there's not enough Falcon P firepower at the end to do it. Oops. Oh no. The enemy have lost each other. So this ship keeps burning out and flying in circles. The Paragon can't find it. Oh, fog of war lifted. Now they know where each other are. So, oh jeez, that was ridiculous. Now, that was the end of our originally scheduled matches. However, Kissa Mies sent me a fleet earlier in the day, and I apparently missed it, for which I apologize. So let me do a quick bit of file editing. This is going to go great. This always goes great when I do this. Yep. So we're going into the mod folder, taking a look at the tournament. Oh, jeez. Okay. I have the fleets. Kissa Mies, are these new variants? Oh no. Well, I am not... Okay, those are new variants, which means I am going to need to restart the game real quick. So everyone, enjoy your black screen. Isn't it attractive? I'm very glad this is not picking up my background. Okay. Isn't this exciting? I bet this is exciting. Yes, this is professional. Professional. Well, it's the last time. Okay, there we go. Variants are in. Now I just need to... Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I need to find what fleet number you are. Fleet number 1001 and 1003. This is amazingly professional. So what did people think about the tournament? Did you enjoy it? Do you have any suggestions for next times? You should come on to the Discord and talk to me and talk to Astralter and give us suggestions for the next one, because there is going to be a next one. Tartaflat might be running it, but anything you say is going to get taken into account. I'm just renaming files here. Don't mind me. Because of the way the tournament mod works, you need to rename files. I know. Viewer numbers go down. Down. This tournament is brought to you by Tritac. Tractac Corporation would like to apologize for the roving death fleets. Actually, I don't think Tractac would apologize for the roaming death fleets. Like, really? They wouldn't. Tractac would absolutely not apologize for that. Okay, I think Tritachian remnants, no collusion. No collusion. This tournament sponsored by the remnants. Error, 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 meat bag. Okay. Can everyone hear this? Is this working? Let's... Okay. Hey! There we go. So for those of you who tabbed away, we now have Kissa Mies' real submission for the final exhibition fight instead of their crack shipping 2. So the real final of finals that I'm sure is final will be between the midline best line, yes, thank you Kissa, midline best line versus Just for Fun. Let's take a look at Kissa Mies' new fleet. We have a symmetric conquest, the get over here so I can beat your... can't read the rest of it. Get over here so I can beat your something, battle cruiser, with locusts on front, ion beams, Aegis flat cannons, Mark 9 auto cannons, heavy mortars, so actually quite low firepower, and some sabo pods, expanded missile racks, hardened shields, ITU, and a whole bunch of vents. Interesting. Oh, I can read it in the main lineup. This is the... Get over here so I can beat you... No, it's still cut off. Still cut off. The name is too long. I can't do it. How about here? Aha! Get over here so I can beat your... ass. The final word is ass. Thank you. This classy production brought to you by the Sindrian Dictat. Continuing on, we have the Nuclear Hammerhead with assault chain gun for that HE DPS, heavy machine gun and 2 light dual machine guns for the kinetic, ion cannon for anti-fighter and also for disabling, and light mortar, I'm guessing for more anti-fighter, with a pair of hammers, safety overrides, and reinforced bulkheads. Interesting reinforced bulkheads choice. Might have gone with hard shields myself, but we'll see. Maybe it'll survive against enough harpoons. Get over here so I can beat your my goodness. My goodness. Everyone take a drink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nuclear hammerheads. And then the Chinese Omen. Why are we calling it Chinese Omen? I feel like there's a political statement going on here. I'm not sure I can survive being banned by the Great Firewall of China, so none of that. Let's see. Antimatter Blaster, Hammer Torpedo, a Mini Blaster, Hardened, Unstable, with that 10,000 effective shield hit points from the capacitor plus hardened shields. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Is it Chinese because if it's a knockoff of Vayra's? Is this another, like, copyright, like, dig? Well, anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Omens with AM Blaster and Hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 SO Hammerheads. And 1 Conquest. Versus Vayra's Just for Fun fleet. Now, I'll just mention the ships again. It's the... This time, it's the Calor Temperer Goddard, Time My Goodness Battlecruiser, some Falx Destroyers, some very, very close to these other Hammerheads, SO Hammerheads, and Tempest and Omens. Let us do a reset and do, for realsies this time, final exhibition match of the night, final Kissa Mies versus Vayra. Kissa Mies on green team, coming from the south, with their midline plus omens, because, you know, omens are great. From the north, here come the tempests, and omens, and hammerheads, and drovers, and the time goodness. Yes, here comes the time goodness. Okay, these hammerheads are closing in. Falxes are playing interference, and the Omen just got hit by 2 Reapers at the same time. That was a little excessive, Hammerhead. You don't need to do 16,000 armor damage to an Omen. On this side, there is the overload from the Reapers, and then the follow-up from the Harpoons gets the kill. A very fast match so far. The time, my goodness, is kiting a little bit. Here are the Locusts coming in. I think midline is getting the best of this, but I'm not entirely sure. I've seen there's been a lot of kills so far. That heavy blaster on the Tempest is just devastating to engines. A furious opening exchange. Dead ships on both sides. One very brave Hammerhead is not going to be able to survive against the time, my goodness, and a fighting Hammerhead. I mean, an opposing Hammerhead. Tempest comes in for the support. There's an overload, and yeah, just that damage there is too much. That Hammerhead is not going to survive. The Conquest is fighting. Where is this Conquest? Conquest is laying down a lot of missile fire, but it hasn't really engaged very much yet. Kronos is getting flanked. Its flux is going up very fast. Oh, but there's the Sabo. The Sabo shotgun got the overload. Ion beam forced away. However, the Conquest is now fighting. It's a capital on capital duel. However, the Kronos was extremely fluxed up. A Hammerhead comes in to save the Kronos, gets overloaded for its trouble. Locusts are coming in. I don't think they're going to secure a kill, though. They don't have that much raw damage. Hammerhead exposes engines for just a second. The Kronos takes advantage, but its flux is already kind of high. There's a lot of flanking and counter-flanking going on. This Hammerhead is going to scoop up the kill. There it goes. Now this Conquest meets the fate of all Conquest. It is surrounded by Omens. That's just what happens to Conquest in tournaments. Surrounded by Omens, getting whittled down. Here comes the Sabo Barrage for the mass overload. Yep, that's a dead Conquest. Are there any ships left? There are. There are some Omens out to the side. There are some Hammerheads left. Without their capital, though, just don't think these Hammerheads are going to be enough to kill that Kronos. Especially not with all this cover. There comes the Omens. Their EMP beams really do a lot of damage. Oh, and there was that Spiker. There is that AM Blaster for the sudden kill. I see you people bad-mouthing the Onslaught. I'll have you know that Ruben submitted an Onslaught that beat Vayra's fleet. There's another shield bypass, craziness, but still, respect the Onslaught. I think this is it. Let's see, there's a little bit of AI hesitance going on, but that is it. Fight's over. We have seen a closer match with a crazy beginning, but Vayra's just for fun fleet has beat out Kissa Mies' midline best line fleet. And that is it. That is the stream. Thank you everyone for sticking with me. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the end. I swear we're professionals and getting paid hundreds of dollars for every minute that we're on the air. And this was a lot of fun. This is the real final. I apologized if I confused people earlier. I guess I don't know how double elimination works. Everyone who enjoyed the tournament, you should come by. First of all, everyone thank Astraltor. Astraltor worked behind the scenes to get a ton of stuff done. You know how it took me like a little while to put in just one fleet variant and make sure it was working? Astraltor did that for like, yeah, we had what, 23 competitors, 24 competitors, and then like 9 exhibition matches over everything. So huge thank you to Astraltor, and they organized it, and they did the reminders, and they corralled Nemo and me. So thanks, Astraltor. People should come on to the forums. You should come on to the Discord and tell us what you want to see for the next tournament and participate in future tournaments. Okay. It was great to see everyone. Have a good day. And I will catch you next time. Oh, and big thanks to Nemo. Why am I thinking Astrologer and not thinking Nemo? Thank you, Nemo, fellow streamer. He's awesome. Everyone check out his channel. I'm sure you already know about it. Bye, everyone.